Deep within the heart of a fluffy white cloud, a tiny droplet of water named Dewey stirred. For what felt like an eternity, he had been floating among countless others, a microscopic part of a vast, ethereal ocean. But today, something was different. A rumble echoed through his cloudy home, and a strange, exhilarating pull began to tug at him. Suddenly, the world turned into a blur of gray. Dewey felt himself hurtling downwards, faster and faster, until, splish! He landed with a gentle plop on a broad green leaf. He shivered, not from cold, but from the sheer wonder of it all. The leaf, still shimmering with the morning's dew, was part of a towering oak tree, its branches reaching like gnarled arms towards the sky. Dewey rolled playfully along the leaf's surface, eventually finding his way to the stem, and then, with a tiny leap of faith, he plunged into the soft, rich earth below. It was dark here and cool, but also strangely comforting. He joined a vast network of other water molecules, all slowly seeping deeper, nourishing the intricate roots of the great oak. He felt the tree drawing him in, a silent, powerful thirst, and for a time, he became one with its very essence, helping to carry nutrients from the soil up to the highest leaves. Days turned into weeks. Dewey, now part of the tree's internal flow, traveled up through its woody capillaries, a slow but steady ascent. He witnessed the miracle of photosynthesis, feeling the sun's energy transform within the leaves, creating the very air creatures breathed. He felt the gentle sway of the branches and the wind, the rhythmic pulse of life within the forest. Then came the change. One warm afternoon, as the sun beat down with a gentle intensity, Dewey felt a familiar lightness. He was being drawn upwards again, but this time not by roots, but by an invisible force, the sun's warmth transforming him into an invisible wisp of water vapor. He ascended, leaving the sturdy oak behind, rising higher and higher into the vast blue sky. He danced with countless other vapor molecules, carried by unseen currents, until he met old friends and knew within the embrace of a growing cloud. This wasn't the same cloud he'd started in. This one was bigger, darker, and promised adventure. The air grew colder, and Dewey felt himself huddle closer with his fellow vapor, clinging together until, once again, he was a tiny, visible droplet. The cloud swelled, growing heavy and pregnant with its watery cargo. Another rumble, deeper this time, vibrated through him. He knew what was coming, and just like before, he fell. But this time, he didn't land on a leaf. He splashed into a gurgling, rushing stream. The journey continued, exhilarating and fast. He tumbled over smooth stones, raced past darting fish, and felt the cool embrace of the current. The stream flowed into a wider, calmer river, where boats glided and birds dipped for fish. Dewey was a tiny speck in its immense flow, but he was moving, always moving, towards something vast and unknown. Finally, the river widened dramatically, the banks receding until they vanished into the horizon. A salty tang filled the air, and the rhythmic roar of waves echoed all around. Dewey had arrived. He had reached the magnificent, boundless ocean. He drifted in the vastness, a single drop in an immeasurable expanse, experiencing the gentle ebb and flow of the tides, the deep, mysterious currents, and the incredible diversity of marine life. He was home for now, in the grandest body of water on Earth. Dewey knew his journey wasn't over. One day, the sun would warm the ocean's surface, and he would rise again, an invisible whisper, to rejoin the clouds and begin his amazing cycle anew. For Dewey, the tiny raindrop, Life was an endless, miraculous journey, a testament to the perpetual dance of water, connecting sky to earth, life to life, in an eternal, wondrous loop.